What about the Times?
Well, the Times has also a picture of the rescued woman, but this is quite an amazing story. Civil servants wanted to ban Israel from AI talks. So obviously there's quite a big furore being made of these AI talks, and Sunak wants to put the UK at the sort of forefront of this technology or controlling it. And the idea that Israel would be, as it says here, snubbing an ally is absolutely ridiculous, and it was very quickly shot down by the actual ministers. But whoever suggested it, I would say needs to basically be fired, because it's such a terrible idea. Beyond the fact, of course, like showing support for an ally, an official ally, but also the fact that Israel is one of the technological leaders in the world. If you actually want to make this thing a success, involving Israel is going to be a big part of that. So totally ridiculous situation. And for me, further proof of just how embedded there are people within our government, within our institutions, who shouldn't be there, who are using their own politics here against the will of this country.
Yeah, but what you're saying, Josh, is you're implying like there are a few people who are against Israel, and they're maybe in positions of responsibility. It's like the same way the attitude they have about Hamas. There's a few people in Hamas, but the rest of the people are all right. The fact is, in this country, England, Britain, there are lots of people who support the Palestinian cause.
I support the Palestinian cause.
And they're totally against Israel. And they want Israel banned. And it's not just this one guy. There's one guy.
No, I'm not saying it's one guy, but no, I agree with you. There are lots of people,
yeah.
But you'll find that they're sort of embedded within these institutions, within the media, as we were talking about the guy, whoever wrote that link in The Guardian, that's one of the, and these people need to be exposed. But I do believe that the silent majority of this country are very supportive of Israel. I've absolutely seen the barbarity that occurred, and absolutely realised that Israel has no choice but to go in and destroy Hamas, not just for Israel and Jews' sake, but for the world's sake.
Just to be clear on this story, the AI, the decision or the suggestion that they be banned from AI talks would be purely as a diplomatic snub rather than something specific to the idea that Israel would benefit from these talks specifically. It would be more like, because obviously that's counter to government policy.
Yes. Yeah.
So that was never going to fly.
Because there was talk about not letting China participate because they are our enemy.
Yeah.
And they're not participating for the full time. So I don't think it was because of that. No. But you're saying there's some guy in The Guardian, there's some guy in the Foreign Office, there's a couple of guys here. It isn't that way. It runs very deep. I'm not saying I would say, I don't even know. How do we know? Are the people of Britain behind Israel?
I believe so, yes. And I believe that people like these that we have talked about have exposed themselves, and something should be done with them.